capital shame emerging where a Delhi Babu finally been arrested by the Delhi police, who you see on your television screen, a gut-wrenching incident from the national capital. The Delhi government officer raped, impregnated a 14-year-old girl, the child of his own friend. The father deceased, the girl came to live with the couple on your television screen, and this man on your television screen raped her, impregnated her, and his wife aided to abort the baby with pills. Finally, the girl, who went through panic attacks and counseling, came out, revealed the truth. An FIR was lodged 8 days ago, the 13th of August. Since then, the Delhi government looked the other way. Not just that, the Delhi police today finally arrested the man and his wife. This incident coming to the fore, raising many questions on the man here, Pramode Khaka, holding the position of the Deputy Director of Delhi Government's Department of Women and Child Development. He raped the minor several times over between 2020 and 2021. His wife gave the minor abortion pills, both of them finally in custody. But many questions need to be answered, not just of the WCD department of the Delhi government, on whom this man was the Deputy Director of. On the other hand, also the DCW, Swati Maliwal, very active, proactive, taking quick decisions and action where instances of women's rights are concerned. Strangely, questions be asked of Swati Maliwal as well on her silence through it all. She said she only got to know today. Can one actually believe that? It's also become deeply political. Here's more.
Pramode Khaka, Deputy Director of Women and Child Welfare Department in Delhi government, tasked to safeguard women and kids in the national capital. This protector turned predator raped and impregnated a 14-year-old girl in his custody. While shockingly, his wife gave abortion pills to the teen. After India Today's report, the husband-wife duo has been taken into custody.
जो हमारे मुख्य आरोपी हैं, मियां बीवी दोनों जो इसमें अकॉर्डिंग टू द FIR हैं, उन दोनों को हमने अभी डिटेन किया है. उनकी इंटेरोगेशन हमारी अंडरवे है.
The minor survivor was living with the accused after her father's death in 2020. After the bureaucrat met her at a Delhi church and convinced her mother that he will be guardian to the child.
किसका सस्पेंशन होना है, किसकी गिरफ्तारी होनी है? इस पूरे मामले में एक बच्ची को उसकी बायोलॉजिकल मदर से छीनकर किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति को दिया गया और उस व्यक्ति ने बच्ची को रेप किया. तो इसमें जिस अधिकारी की कोताही है उन सब पर मुकदमा दर्ज किया जाना.
The heinous crime by a top Delhi government official answerable to Delhi Minister Atishi and DCW Chief Swati Maliwal sparked a massive storm. Facing political attacks over inaction and hypocrisy over child rape.
We have issued a notice to the Delhi police. We are also issuing a notice to the government because we wish to understand. One is, of course, this means a person needs to be suspended, which the government has already done. But at the same time, we wish to understand as to where all was he posted in his 20 or plus years of service, and what all sensitive posts did he handle, and what kind of complaints were received against him during this process.
The opposition BJP tore into the AAP as sources in the LG house revealed that the rapist officer was hand-picked by the Kejriwal government to serve as OSD to Women and Child Development Minister Atishi.
दिल्ली की जनता जो उनसे एक्सपेक्ट करती है कि दिल्ली सरकार उनके अधिकारों का हनन नहीं करेगी, दिल्ली सरकार का एक वरिष्ठ अधिकारी ये करता रहा एक बच्ची के साथ और उनको जानकारी नहीं थी, और जानकारी थी तो क्या कार्रवाई की.
DCW की चेयरमैन तो जहां भी कोई घटना होती है हर जगह आंसू बहाने पहुंच जाती हैं, लेकिन उनके ऑफिस के अंदर अगर ये घटना हो रही है और वो 1-1.5 साल से, जो मुझे सुनने में आया, 1-1.5 साल से ये घटना हो रही थी और ऐसे किया जा रहा था, तो उनको नॉलेज नहीं है, तो समझ में नहीं आई मुझे तो.
After political attacks and widespread outrage, Chief Minister Kejriwal suspended the accused rapist.
उसको मैंने आदेश दिए हैं चीफ सेक्रेटरी को कि उसको सस्पेंड किया जाए तुरंत प्रभाव से जब तक इंक्वायरी वगैरह चल रही हैं, और शाम 5 बजे तक मैंने इसके ऊपर एक विस्तृत रिपोर्ट मांगी। मैं पुलिस से वो करूंगा, अपील करूंगा कि उसको तुरंत गिरफ्तार किया जाए।
Has the capital shocker exposed the AAP government bigwigs who go about preaching on rape when it comes to crimes in other states? With Arvind Ojha and Rahul Gautam in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, let's get you both aspects of this story. Number one, coming in where the Delhi police's inaction is concerned. Why so? The FIR was lodged on the 13th of this month. 14th of this month is when this man in question went and recorded his statement. He was missing since this morning, now nabbed with his wife. What took the Delhi police so long, 8 days, to take action against this individual? On the other hand, what about the Delhi government? Now, the DCW says that it has nothing to do in terms of the WCD department, and Swati Maliwal, who's very proactive on other issues, says, I actually didn't know. Can we actually believe that the DCW did not know, the Delhi Commission of Women? On the other hand, what about the role of the WCD? Because yes, Atishi has only taken charge of the department recently. This man had nothing to do in terms of her OSD, but for a brief while, he was the OSD of Kailash Gehlot as well. Did the DCW department know that there was an FIR against him? And if it knew, why wasn't this man suspended on the 13th itself? Let's take these two questions to our reporters. I have Anmol Bali getting us the latest on the Delhi government, as well as Shreya Chatterjee on the Delhi police. Shreya, will you take us through on the delay where the Delhi police is in question, what really went down, 8 days from the FIR to an arrest?
Well, you know, Preeti, very pertinent question raised, because we're talking about a timeline of 8 long days. On 13th of August is when the FIR was registered. However, it is today that both Premodai Khaka and his wife Seema Rani have finally been arrested. What caused the delay? According to the Delhi police, they suggest that it was on the 14th itself, immediately after 13th, that they had actually sought a notice to actually register a statement of the magistrate, which did not immediately happen. The Delhi police again has said to us that for 2 times it actually reached back to the therapist and the counsellors and whether the girl is in a state to actually register the statement. That did not happen, is why there was an 8-day delay of arresting the man, is what the Delhi police has to say. However, it is up to the viewers to understand that whether or not that is an acceptable situation. 161 statement was very well recorded on 13th itself. Even then, why was he not arrested before? Why was he not called in before? If he was, why? What is the due course that was followed by Delhi police? There are multiple answers that they have to give, but the only good thing is that finally they have been arrested, the investigation has begun, and we only hope that a strong case will be made against them.
Well, for now, what the Delhi government is doing is possibly shifting the blame. The Delhi government saying that the Delhi police does not report to the Delhi government. Therefore, why hasn't action been taken by the Delhi police? But can the Delhi government just get away with that excuse? I want to bring in Anmol into this conversation. Anmol, what is it that the Delhi government is saying? At one end, the All right, let's cut across back to Shreya. She's getting in more reactions. Anmol, we'll just come to you. Give me a minute.
मैं राष्ट्रीय महिला आयोग की टीम के साथ आई हूं और मैं अभी इसकी जांच कर रहा हूं।
मैम, अभी तक क्या सामने आया है?
अभी नहीं जानती हूं।
क्या एक्शन से हैप्पी हो कि जैसे एक्शन लिया, एफआईआर रजिस्टर हुआ था, उसके बाद अब जाके अरेस्ट हुआ है?
जांच करने दीजिए, जांच के बाद आपको आयोग से
The NCW team, the National Commission of Women team. Now, the DCW team is represented by Swati Maliwal, the chief of it. She's saying she had no idea about the entire incident. It only came to light today, and she's taking action. Well, many would suggest, is it true that somebody of the DCW status not have any idea on what really went down 8 days ago, where a member of the WCD department of Delhi is concerned? And what about the WCD department? He was the deputy director of the department. The suspension of this man only happened today. Anmol, the Delhi government maintains that they did not know. Is that even a possibility? What's the reaction coming in from both the DCW, the Delhi Commission of Women, and the Women and Child Welfare Department of the Delhi government? Why wasn't this suspension effected on the 13th itself when this man was charged of rape?
As you know, the FIR against this man was registered on 13th of the August, and today it's around more than 9 days. The guy wasn't arrested, but today he was arrested by the Delhi police. Today we talked with the Priyank Kanun Go, chairperson of National Commission Protection for the Child Rights, and he told us that this matter is not that straight what we are thinking, because according to Supreme Court's ruling, every child who has lost his parents during the pandemic, both parents or one parent who was the earning member, should his database should be uploaded on the Bal Swaraj portal, and the girl who's the victim, his data wasn't uploaded on the Bal Swaraj portal. The Delhi Commission for the Child Rights and Delhi Department of Women and Child Development was aware that this girl has lost his earning father, and they haven't uploaded her data on the portal. And the second thing that Mr. Kanungo explained us, that no one has stopped Delhi Commission of Women Chairman Swati Maliwal, because according to POCSO, this is in the hand of Child Commission. In yesterday, a delegation of Child Commission from Delhi met the victim. They have noticed her statement, they have counseled her, and they have made a report. And soon National Council
all right, and we'll appreciate you joining us. Well, right now the Delhi government, the WCD department and the Delhi Commission of Women, headed by Swati Maliwal, both of them say that they only got to know today. Is it even possible is a question that we're going to keep putting forth. With that, appreciate our reporters for joining us.